That's fine.
It's fine.
I didn't actually mean to start.
Did you do?
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, we in there.
All right. So, this is the first Souls game that you might have never heard of.
Oh yeah, they can't see Nax, Dan. And that
Oh, the camera's not pointing at me.
This game was
Good
Dark
start.
Souls
Good
before
start.
Dark Souls was cool.
Yeah, so this
There you go, chat.
is kind of what
Yeah.
started the whole Souls series. You might see a lot of similarities to Dark Souls 1,
Just move the whole couch.
I need to move the...
especially dragons and bridges. But that's kind of all the Souls games.
It's not really. Yeah.
Oh, now you guys are blocked off.
Are we moving the couch?
So I started as the Hunter class, which actually starts with a really good weapon that I'll be using for the entire run, which is the Battle Axe. And it also starts with a bow,
All right, good.
which is very useful, especially for Storm King, which is mostly a range boss. So Hunter is extremely good for this melee route. There's also a magic route, which is also quite popular, but it's a little slower. So this one's just pure melee.
All right, I'm pretty sure people can see me now.
And that's Firebomb.
We
So
did
this
it.
boulder, you can just roll over it. There's a few boulders like that in this game that we're just gonna roll over. Pretty easy.
It's not as hard as it looks. I did it first try.
Yeah, Mecha was he was a master like 10 minutes ago when he was playing. By the way, if you have any questions, feel free to like post them in the chat. I'll try to answer. Questions about the speedrun. If you ask me questions about this game, just in general, I probably have no idea what to say. I only speedrun this game.
You don't know the lore?
No, I don't know the lore. Not one bit. So don't even ask. When is Sub Kragan?
Didn't that already happen?
Right now.
Or did you not do that yet?
I hope he's watching.
Me too.
Alright, here's our first Dragon Bridge. Can be pretty spooky. There's about 6 million enemies. Okay.
See, this didn't happen to me when I was playing 5 minutes ago.
That's true.
Huh. Maybe you should switch.
I should just get Mecha to do the first level for me.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah, by the way, my estimate is really high because
Video
this
games are
game
hard.
is just not consistent. Or maybe it's just me who's not consistent, I don't know. But 1 death, that's nothing.
I mean, it's 1. Nothing is 0.
Oh, by the way, I also picked up the fire bombs here. Which I didn't mention, but they're going to be used on the first boss, because the first boss is weak to fire.
Yeah, what's your death estimate?
I'm going to guess, or I'm going to predict, like 4.
4. Okay.
Sounds about right.
Seems reasonable.
Or 12. 12's also... 12's also reasonable. Okay. So that corner is really annoying with the camera in this game that likes to just screw you over all the time. But luckily, when you quit out here and you load back, it just puts you at the top. So it's totally fine. Also, the place I died in this level was like really close to opening the shortcut. And if I die after opening the shortcut, it literally like barely loses time. So it was kind of unfortunate where I died.
Nubis would like to know if you've ever played this game before.
Once or twice.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's try this bridge again.
Oh, you got your souls.
There we go. That was much smoother. What's my opinion on SMS a duck? It's probably the best emote ever made.
Strong opinion.
Actually, NarW is pretty good as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this unfortunate. It's fine.
It's fine.
But like I said, even if I died after pulling that lever, like if I died there, it wouldn't have mattered much. And here we can see the glorious moon gravity in this game. Okay, so I also picked up the turpentine to buff our weapon with fire. Once again for this, well, for this boss and others in this run. So we just open with fire bombs. So there's a bunch of little guys that we have to kill, otherwise the boss heals. And during this fight, I'm going to be looking for a Heartstone shard. So let's see. There we go.
Well, that was
So-
easy.
What did you say?
I said that was easy.
Yeah, it's actually, I'm really unlucky with them. Oh. But basically, I'm going to be looking for one of each type of Heartstone in this run. And then I'm just going to dupe all of them and upgrade my weapon to basically max. So there's my one regular Heartstone shard. And the other two I'll get pretty soon. The dagger that I'm buying from this guy is useful in various things in the run, so. Mostly for Flame Lurker, which is going to be the next boss. But yeah, the first level in this game is kind of set out for you, but then after you beat the first boss, you can kind of go wherever you want. And I'm going to be going to World 2 basically just for the rest of the Heartstone shards that I was talking about. Or the Heartstone upgrade material. And you have to talk to that NPC at the top before you can go there, so. So if I didn't get a Heartstone shard in that fight, I would have had to bought it from the merchant that I just ran past, but luckily I can just skip that. Right here we got sticky white stuff. That is useful. That is actually what it's called.
It's fine.
Just don't worry about it. Luckily, the dogs in this game aren't nearly as annoying as the other Souls games.
They don't teleport.
They don't teleport. Usually pretty easy to run past. Okay, so I'm out of bounds right now. You can easily just get out of bounds there by sprinting. And now I'm going to be doing armor spider skip, which is pretty much just a series of quit outs. And when I load in here, I'm going to be trying to land right there on the edge of the tunnel so that I just instantly fall. And then you just pretty much just quit out until you skip the boss. It's a very simple skip.
And unfortunately, the loading screens are a little bit long in this game.
Yeah, I'm also, this is on an SSD, and they're still very long. There we go, so this basically puts you right after the boss, and don't even ask me why, because I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely literally cheating news.
And then, so that guy that I just killed, he drops the rest of the Heartstone for us. That's a very spooky roll, but luckily I didn't die. I have a habit of dying there. Also, that was a prime example of fall damage in this game, and it just being really inconsistent. Because normally I have a sliver of health here, but I have like a third of my health left. Okay, now probably for the worst part of the run. So let's see what happens. To stun lock, as you can probably guess. Unfortunately, he doesn't stun lock very often. Okay. And my buff just ran out. I was worried about my buff running out. Because it will run out if you don't kill him fast enough.
Well, luckily you killed him fast enough.
Luckily I killed him fast enough. That's probably either the hardest or the second hardest part in the run. The other hard part is man-eaters. This boss is usually pretty consistent. Oh, and I say that, and then I get unlucky. Somehow I survived, though.
Chat says don't die to Dragon God.
I almost did. I feel like I should have died. I actually got really lucky. This boss is more of a gimmick. It's like a stealth boss. It's really strange. There we go. He's pretty much dead. And what I'm picking up here is the Master's Ring, which increases damage for some weapons. It's a really weird ring. I don't quite understand it. It increases direct hit damage, whatever that means. But for the battle axe, it does that kind of damage, so. Do I understand anything in this game? Not really. Alright. So now we're going to do our duping. And because this is a marathon run, I'm going to be duping healing as well as the stone of ephemeral eyes. Just for safety. And of course also duping the upgrade materials.
I ate a burrito and I feel great.
Oops.
Wait.
Okay, let's... I'm not doing this very optimally, but...
Wait.
Okay, there we go. And one more. This whole section of the run is just like all menuing for a good few minutes. So now that we dupe those, I can upgrade my 2 weapons to +9. It also doesn't help that the menu delay in this game is really, really long. So it just takes way longer than it should. And the bow doesn't even need to go to +9. But because I'm a peach, I'm doing it. Sometimes it doesn't kill the enemies if you're too far away at +8.
Soul of the mind, key to life's ether. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its birth.
Okay. So that's gonna be all the level ups for this run, just all already done. And now the rest of the run is pretty much just kill all the bosses.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them.
You missed one.
All except like 2. Or 3 if you count the tutorial boss. The 2 best ones. I don't know about Armor Spider being good.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
After picking up this key, it's actually faster to go back to the Nexus and then opening the door with it. Slightly faster.
Even with the really long load times.
I
wonder
was
if it
just
was
thinking about
faster.
that. I don't know if it's faster RTA.
Yeah.
In-game time it is slightly, so. And here I'm doing another quit out because if I don't, there will be an enemy trying to kill me as I'm trying to do the skip coming up.
That's pretty rude. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it just makes it way harder than it should. The skip is already kind of difficult, so.
Did
So
you
yeah,
guys hate this area casually?
I didn't get that far.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten this
no.
far. He's played
I
for
didn't
like
mind
10
it.
minutes. I mean,
loved it.
I didn't really like it very much. As far as like I love the design and the aesthetic and all that.
My brain is smooth and I get lost.
I didn't like getting lost, and I didn't like
Okay.
getting destroyed by those mind flare dudes.
Nice skips.
So that was a clean skip for the
Way to
most
go.
part.
Yeah, the dudes that like shoot lasers, or not lasers, but like weird beam things at you suck.
But Nax is used to fighting Cthulhu monsters.
This is true.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yep. Drink.
That's 2.
Where was the first one?
The first one was on the bridge in
Oh,
1-1.
Yeah. He got surrounded.
It's okay. This is why I duped all of those stones.
This is the hardest game ever made, after all.
It is.
That's true.
Hey, we get to do the skip again, though. Some
Yeah.
crazy parkour again. But now I'm probably going to fail it. And
If you don't fail it, I'll buy you a candy bar.
I'll give
All
you
right.
some nuts.
He'll give you some nuts. You know you want Bill's nuts in your mouth.
Oh, well, I didn't fail it.
All right.
There you go.
That was more clean than last time. I got the instant roll on that second to last railing.
How many frames do you have to get that? Like an instant roll? Is it
It's
tight?
it more depends on where you land on the railing. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Also, you noticed I picked up an item in the middle of that trap last time. And that's actually probably the most important item for this speedrun. And it just happens to be in that really inconvenient place. And basically, if you're familiar with Dark Souls Red Tearstone Ring, that's pretty much what this does. It'll basically double my damage when I'm below 30% health. That's true. It also sets up your health for the Clever Rat's Ring. But since I died, I'm back at full health, so I'll have to set it up a different way.
Nubis, this game came out after Dark Souls. I saw it on IGN.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to use this enemy.
Oh, you should see it. It's a video. They did a preview video for Dark Souls 2, and they had a video of Dark Souls 1 playing, and it just shows like the date that Demon Souls came out.
Darkness always comes before the demons.
That's deep.
That's pretty deep. I'm not gonna lie. Next, how do you feel about the fact that none of the other Dark Souls game had the light dark world thing?
The Dark World thing?
Yeah. There's no like pure dark or none of that like
Oh, like the...
decision making like.
I don't even notice it in this game, so...
Oh. You should try to play it not going fast.
I have once or twice.
Once or twice.
Yeah. Alright, so that boss is pretty hard. Because I have died to it. That's pretty much the pinwheel of this game.
Good thing Chad told him not to die there.
Yeah, when's all achievements?
I don't know. One day.
Question. One day.
By the way, this level is just a whole lot of running for like 5 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes, so
It's exciting.
it's pretty exciting.
I don't have any donations to read. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We got a donation, $5 donation from Nubist. He says, "!dog." Thanks, Nubist.
Nice.
Good job, Nubis.
I also have to run through this whole level with Clever Rat's Ring range, so I can't get hit. It's quite bad, and there's like no shortcuts for 5 minutes. So it's a little spoopy. But yeah, basically the boss is actually not that far from the Archstone, but to get to the boss, you have to kill 2 sets of 4 guys before it opens. And the first set will be right here.
I think that was the plot of Kung Fu Fighting. There's Sammy Chung,
Sure.
Billy Lee.
So there's the first one, but the shortcut won't open till the second one. Just making sure no one's following me. So instead of going down this normally, we're just gonna go on top.
The absolute mad lad.
That
Yep.
doesn't look very safe. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's not. I mean,
There's a chain in your body.
I'm in the chain. But that allows us to get out faster. Oh.
Yep.
That was supposed to happen. Oh, oh god. Here comes my very limited casual knowledge. I'm like getting lost. Like I said, I only speedrun this game. I don't know what to do if I stray from the path. So unfortunately, because I wasted so much time there by falling, the next elevator cycle is gonna be, well, I'm gonna miss it.
15 minutes.
No. It's probably like a minute though. It's a really long elevator that I miss.
Oh, I hate those guys, dude.
Yeah.
You don't like the dude with the like
The Phantom.
the like two heads.
I don't know. What
You ever seen the zoomed in like of that guy that's crawling around with all the legs?
Oh no.
It's got like two heads on top
Does
of each
it?
other. Yeah, it's really freaky. A lot of the monsters in this game are extremely disgusting.
So normally you wouldn't quit out there, but it'll make the elevator slightly faster to get to me. There it is. Now here I'm going to stand in a specific spot here, just in the corner. And for some reason this makes the enemy at the top just fall down. Otherwise he normally hits you. So you'll see him just fall.
What an idiot.
Doesn't make any sense, but you have to stand there.
Now that was fast as lightning.
Yep. We're almost at the boss. Don't worry. We just have to go up a very, very long spiral staircase.
Yeah. Having a hard time right now.
Sounds that way.
Man-Eaters is next, which is, as I was saying, one of the harder parts of the run.
I remember when Typo was playing this casually on stream.
Yes.
We got to Man-Eaters. That was the time.
Everyone that's played this game has the common experience of man-eaters.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not easy
It's awesome.
for any playthrough.
When I played this game initially, I got hard stuck just on this Phantom up here.
Yeah.
Over blocking you up the stairs.
Yeah.
They put one guy up here.
And I had to kill him.
You can run past him on his right, which I'll try to do.
Nice.
See, it doesn't look like you can, but... Alright, finally made it. Okay, that's a really bad start. He actually didn't jump off, which I'm surprised by. And wait for him to turn around. If he doesn't turn around, sometimes he'll just pounce right off the edge. Okay, that was really spooky.
I love that animation.
Just from that angle, we can't see the wings flapping, and it's just...
Okay. That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said that was hard.
I know, I make it look easy.
It seemed easier than that bridge.
I mean, I died to the bridge, so it must be harder.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You and the bridge have a tied score right now.
Yeah. And we got another spiral staircase to the next boss.
Just don't die to one of these shooty dudes.
And
I only got 2 deaths left.
oh yeah, 2 out of 4. And this turpentine that I'm using is not really for damage on this boss. It actually changes the boss's death animation. Oh, wow. I'm really scared. Okay. I should have died. I really should have died.
2.5 out of 4?
2.5, yeah.
So he should die really fast because of the fire death animation, which lets me leave immediately.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Alternatively, you can skip using the fire and you can actually go for a backstab at the end, which is also a really fast death animation, but it's a little less consistent. So the start of this world is usually pretty simple, except when this guy runs over there. It actually worked out. Wow. So this is a slope quit out. Basically, I'm quitting out before I actually die from fall damage. And because I land on a slope, it's delaying the fall damage. So that's the first one of this world, and there'll be another one after the boss. The second one is much harder, though. Okay, that would have been really bad if I got the plague.
That's a sound.
Oh man, please let me pass, okay. Yeah, those rats give you the plague, so if I got hit one more time, I would have got it. This is a little rough, but not dead, somehow. Okay, so I'm going to try to do an animation cancel with the turpentine, which I got. It's a little thing, but it looks cool. And he's healing. Alright, here's the second slope quit out, which is a lot more precise than the first one. I have no idea if I got it. It's kind of hard to tell.
Suspense is killing me.
We'll find out in like 30 seconds.
PS3 load times.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It's an SSD though. Yeah.
That did seem pretty fast.
I mean, it's faster than Bloodborne.
Oh yeah.
The reason this slope quit out is like so weird, because normally on these you want to quit out as late as possible. This one doesn't work if you do that. You have to actually quit out earlier than usual. So it's kind of really weird to time.
Is that
I died.
That time? You dead?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, at least I can show a cool
That's
thing now.
Thank goodness.
So if I quit out right in that spot where I walked to, this is actually a transition warp, which normally there's only one in the run, much later, but because I died there, I can actually show this one off. So see, it actually puts me like really far forward. Not very good for RTA, but For in-game time, it's pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm sorry. I have a habit of like picking up my drink after dying.
Sounds like a good habit. It's a good way to stay hydrated.
Yeah. Okay.
That's 4. You can't die anymore.
I can't die anymore.
No.
Easy.
It's fine. We can do the transition warp again.
Yeah. Just to make sure
There you go.
everyone really sees it.
Every death after 4 is an additional spanking.
Oh god. I'm just gonna blame my bloodstain being in the way, which it still is in the way. I can't really do my setup.
You could pick it up.
Nah, that's fine. Okay, I'll pick it up. Okay, I think I'm just quitting out too early every single time. It's really weird because sometimes the bloodstain shows up again. Like I'm trying not to quit out really late, but that just ends up. I end up tricking myself and I end up quitting out too early. Give the controller to Dark Fox.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got this meme.
Very.
That's 5.
Drink your water.
I mean, if you give the controller to me, I'm just gonna play the level. That's not fast at all.
Neither is this.
Well,
Would you know how to get through this casually? Like casual route? Without doing the skip?
Yes, actually. It's actually not that much slower. It's actually barely even faster.
are we losing time right now?
Oh, easily. I could have just not done this.
Oh, okay.
I love speedrunning.
Me too.
Okay, I actually got it there. Like,
Hell
I'm
yeah.
positive.
There we go.
I'm positive I got it.
We clap
Positive.
for failures too.
I really hope I did. Okay, after saying that. All right. First try.
So why do you keep spamming two-handed on two-handed, Nax?
Yes, I am.
Why? Please tell us.
Because it's fast. No, it actually, if you look at my stamina right now, the green bar, it slightly goes up every single time I two-hand or on two-hand. And this actually works in the other Souls games, or at least it does in Dark Souls 1. But in Dark Souls 1, you can roll through swamps. Yeah, this is Mildred. Not a very fun enemy when you're speedrunning. I actually have time. She got stuck. I actually had time to heal there because she got stuck.
Ebram078 says, I'm finished this in 40 hours. Do you think you're going to top that today?
I hope so. I should be past most of the difficult things.
Oh, okay.
Like that slope quit out is something I'm always scared of. It's not easy, but
You know, that's a good point, Nubis.
yeah, if I don't top it, it won't be today.
Abram078 says, this game have a glitch. Could you elaborate on that, please?
A glitch. It has a glitch. It has a couple glitches.
Was what just happened to the game a glitch where it just got real slow and laggy? Or is that just from
Yeah,
software?
what is a glitch anyways?
Yeah,
That's a good
Can
question.
you explain it for me?
You need to stare at the floor to reduce that lag.
I mean, at the
I learned
beginning of
that
this
in
game,
GoldenEye, you're right.
when you first load into the first level, sometimes it can lag a lot, and you can only fix it by looking at the ground. So that actually is a thing in this game.
Did you play through the game one time before you did this?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I had to unplug it.
Yeah.
I did do a run about an hour ago, but
I don't think that that fixes that.
no.
Do you want to tell the people at home about that?
About the loading screens?
Yeah, if you play through the game one, never mind.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
If you play through the game, what does that accomplish? Why do you want to do that now?
Because it preloads
Generally.
all the levels, and the load screens work faster.
I
Slightly.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb, casual Twitch viewer.
Well, I mean, you're watching Twitch live.
Whoa.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
I don't like it.
Okay, and that's the opening I was expecting, which is good. So it's predictable.
One time a girl gave me the dirty claws.
What does that entail?
I don't want to talk about it any further.
God. Please die.
Sounds smart.
There we go.
But I have to sit on a donut now?
Like an actual,
Alright.
like, Krispy Kreme donut? Or?
Well, that's beside the point.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if there's going to be any other bosses that are named after, you know, moves.
Nah,
I doubt it.
Or STIs.
Slayer of demons.
no way.
This is a sanctuary for the lost and the wretched.
Yeah, ceaseless discharges
There
in
is
this game, so.
nothing here for
No.
you to pillage or
That guy was not attacking. I was getting confused.
An honorary white knight. Protecting his maiden.
I mean, he's literally.
That's alright. It's a short run back.
Hey, what color is your left sock? The chat wants to know.
I
white,
think
I
it's
can
the
see.
same as my right sock.
I'll confirm.
You'll confirm?
He's not lying, but I won't tell you the color.
You'll just have to guess. Okay, it's an extra cycle on this guy since I don't have clever rat's ring damage.
Did you see him get demon souls? He hit the wall like an idiot.
No, he's not using a scraping spear.
Did he die? Yeah, he did. Okay.
He's dead as hell, man.
16,000
I
souls.
was like, what? I didn't realize how
You
delayed
caught the
his souls
plague,
were.
Nax.
Yeah, he's in
What
the
do you do now?
You do catch the plague actually in that spot. You can't really avoid that. It's not just the rats that can do it.
I'd be pretty worried about getting the plague, I'm not gonna lie.
That ceaseless discharge, man.
I'm not wearing socks. It's a trap. Maybe.
He's wearing flip-flops, sockless.
Yep.
Can you imagine if he was wearing socks with flip-flops?
That would be embarrassing.
I feel like that's gotta be uncomfortable, because don't you have to wedge that little, like,
Yeah.
flip-flop thong thing down
I
into
wouldn't
your
know.
sock
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stretch your sock out?
Yo, I bet there's dudes, though, that, like, cut a slit in their socks.
That's smart.
Flops.
That's smart.
But then you have to remember which sock is for which foot.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you just get toe shoes at that point?
Because that would be lame.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
When you could have flip-flops
With socks.
with socks.
Yeah. Especially if they're modified.
They're practical and stylish.
That's fair.
Nice job.
Thanks. That's actually a really scary
It is really scary.
level. Part of the level. Also, that little roll I did, that like simple roll, it's actually a pretty big skip. So. And I probably should have gotten hit by that trap for RTSR, or for CRR, which is what it's called in this game. But I wasn't sure if it was going to kill me, so I decided not to.
Crash Ream Racing.
It's a hard boss. Just have to kill this guy's bird hat in 3 hits.
That guy's awesome.
What a mother clucker.
God damn.
Were you saving that?
And now, if you look under my stamina, I have 2 pets, a rat and a cat.
The greatest ring icon in any game ever.
That cat.
Yes, the cat
A
is
realistic
amazing.
picture of a cat.
I think I've never seen that before, and I love it.
I think Kragan told me before he died that one of the like game developers' cat is that cat. Like it's just a picture of one of the game devs' cats. Yeah.
So because of the cat ring, we can actually quit out of bounds here, because when you die from fall damage with the cat ring, it actually delays your death, which lets you quit out, and it saves your position at the bottom. So we're out of bounds, and now we're in the boss, and I have to trigger the boss by running over here. Okay, I need to count to 6 here. Hopefully I can do it.
Please do it out loud.
Okay, it's 1. This should be 2, unless I miss. It's 2. And the rest are really far away. This might be really bad.
Snipe them.
3, 4. And that one is just ignoring me. Okay. 5. Never mind. You know what? That was a really bad...
What did that affect exactly?
The quit out?
I mean, like, yeah, why'd you have to quit out?
Because if I take too long killing 6 enemies... oh, I didn't know that could happen. If I take too long... Okay. I have actually never done that before. If you take too long killing 6 enemies, you'll miss out on your chance to kill the real boss, which flies overhead. I was just trying to go backwards to not quit out in the same place, but apparently the collision ends there, which is something I've never known until now.
Right, I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
All right, have fun.
Good luck.
All right, so let's start this level over. I did a bad, that's correct. Now we get to go past these guys again. Like, there is a strat to get past them easily, but it doesn't work every time. Yeah, that still happens sometimes. Also, because there's no fog gate here anymore, it could make this a lot harder.
We already covered no one's ever beaten this game.
Yeah, this is impossible, actually. Okay, this time I will use the trap setup, which is what you normally do. But it really depends on how much health you have when you reach this. If you're wondering why I didn't spawn at that archstone there, I don't know.
Thank you for your insight.
Just in case you were wondering, I don't have the answer. I shouldn't slip again. I've learned my lesson.
And we need to start counting over again.
I have to count to 6 again, which might be tough. Okay, this looks a little better. It's 1. I thought that guy was aggroed to me. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Simple. And now I put the Thief's Ring on because I don't want them to aggro to me. I could still die here. so here's the big one.
Because cats always land on their feet. That's why it's the cat ring for falling.
So yeah, why is there no dog ring?
Nice job.
Thanks. I spammed R1 pretty well there. I think, yeah, it's been 50 minutes. Okay. I was like, I think we're on the last area now.
You're not sure?
I had to check the time to see about how long into the run it's been. I was like, did I miss something? Here's the other transition warp, which I hope I got.
It's fine.
This transition warp, by the way, is very, very bad for RTA. But I just wanted to show it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Because I actually have to do an extra quit out up ahead because of that. Otherwise, the dragon will hit me on the bridge.
I don't trust the bridge.
You should never trust bridges in FromSoft games.
Bridges get stitches.
The bow, well, the bow was hitting really hard because I had, well, it's +9, and I had Clever Rat's ring damage, which is like doubling my damage. So I took the Thief's Ring off there because I actually wanted the enemies on the bridge to aggro. Otherwise, they just kind of block you. But in this part of the bridge, you don't want it on. Okay, well, that was not optimal, but it worked. Okay, let's not die here.
Yes. The song owns you.
So 3 R1s with the dagger. Okay, I'm actually gonna heal. 3 R1s with the dagger on each foot. And then we just hit his head. And we actually need to grab the soul from the Archstone there to get through here. Now here, I'm going to try to make sure I roll correctly to not die, which I did. That can be kind of tricky sometimes. I don't think they really meant for you to get past the boulder before the cutscene, so. And yeah, quit out here because otherwise this hallway is completely filled with enemies. And here's another boulder. Oh my, wow, okay. That was interesting. Normally after 2 rolls, I'm past it. And the setup for the Clever Rat's Ring in this level, it can be really well, the setup's basically always different. There's no like consistent way to get below 30% health. But most people just use the archers up here. But when you have to rely on enemies for a setup, it's never good. That went pretty well, though. Sometimes they just refuse to shoot you.
With enemies like these, who needs friends?
Yeah. Up here on the stairs, I could just die without it being my fault. So let's hope that doesn't happen.
That sounds like...
That sounds like it might be...
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
I should have died, I feel. Once again. I don't know. I honestly don't know how I didn't die from one hit from them. Okay, this guy, there's 2 attacks he can do that can give me an opening. That's one of them. And then he jumped away, so it's pretty cool. That's the other one. Unfortunately, he didn't stagger, so I had to dodge. And he did it again. Okay, this one's better. There's the stagger. If he does 2 of those in a row, you just pretty much do 2 sets of 4 hits and he's just dead, like, really fast. And now that we're pretty much going to the last boss, not technically the last boss, but I mean, basically the final boss of this game. That's wasn't supposed to be an R1 at that spot. Okay. And more dragons. I have to look behind myself here because those guys like to throw fireballs. Now here I have to pretty much start sprinting in that spot, like at that spot precisely. Otherwise, you won't get past here without dying, because the dragon's fire will kill you.
Moderators, could you unban Cruxit, please?
All right. The last roadblock here before the boss. Okay. That guy can easily kill you if he wants.
So he just didn't want to this time?
He just, guess he didn't want to. And now we have the longest elevator in history. And if I die, I have to go up this same elevator again, so...
Please don't die.
I don't plan to.
We're begging you.
I died to this guy like 5 times or like 6 times in the run I did about 2 hours ago.
I could
So
probably
hopefully
eat like a small Waffle House meal in the time that it takes to go up this elevator.
Yeah. We're almost there. And this fog gate, I have to like wait to go in it, otherwise it doesn't work. There we go. So this guy's pretty much 3 hits, run away.
Hell yeah.
And yeah.
Did you forget to run away?
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't get away because he was way too fast.
But he's not blue. Or anything.
He's not blue.
Yeah.
I guess
Pretty
blue.
sure
Yeah,
that's just,
blue
like,
is
Sonic
the only
is-
fast color. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Sonic's blue.
He does have a blue house and a blue window.
Oh. Does he have a blue dog?
Blue cat.
Oh.
Well, now's a good opportunity for Cruxit, if you're still here, if you could plug your SoundCloud.
It's fine. I mean, as you can see, we're almost at the end, and I still got a lot of time for the estimate. So. Well, that was interesting.
I mean, you say that. I'm gonna eat a snack.
I did have the thief ring on, right?
You're asking me?
Well, we'll find out soon. Yeah, I did have the thief ring on, so. Yep, I slipped again. Like, normally this guy just doesn't even care about you and stands still, just like that, but... Okay. Yeah, there's no shortcuts in this level, by the way. So if you die, it's just awful. Even for casual play, it's like if you die, you're running all the way back and going up the huge elevator.
It sucks.
It does. And this boss isn't easy either. It's one of the harder ones. We'll see if this guy wants to kill me this time. I guess not.
Mercy. He's been watching the run.
He knows you probably shouldn't, yeah. Oh, can't forget to put Master's Ring back on. If you're wondering why I went female, it doesn't make any difference. There's no difference between male and female.
It's very progressive of you.
Yeah. Almost there. Yep, see, I was too early and it didn't work. Even though I waited a long time. Okay. That time he was not as fast. Okay. There's basically 2 attacks I can hit him after. So I pretty much just only look for those 2. And I always try to stay about this distance away from him. That gets him to do those attacks that I want. I don't know where he's going. Okay.
He knows you're not in a hurry.
He's just kind of walking away.
He's
all right.
got quite the strut.
Yeah, he does.
He's got swagger.
He's a king.
That's true.
Okay, he should be dead unless I somehow screw this up. Okay.
Excellent.
The game can soft lock here and I won't be able to finish, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be the best conclusion.
There's a long loading screen. It's not usually this long.
Huh.
Okay, no. We got the cutscene, so that means it's good. When it soft locks, though, you talk to this lady, and then she doesn't take you down to the final boss. So, we're good, though.
She just decided she doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah, she just... she doesn't want us to finish the game for whatever reason. Or maybe she does like us. She just wants us to stay in the Nexus forever.
I think it's just gatekeeping, really. She's being bullied by her.
She was orchestrating your deaths. She was the bridge.
Yeah. So this is the final boss, which is kind of a meme.
Yeah, get ready with time at some point.
Oh yeah, time is in a few seconds. Well, 10 seconds. And almost, and time. 105. So yeah, even with all of that, 10 minutes below estimate. Very generous for a reason.
Awesome.
And yeah, this is actually, we're in New Game Plus. So the in-game time stops, which was 58 minutes. We don't get seconds unless you go online and check, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with sub 60 in-game time, so thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.